Right, good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria, your daily boost of energy and positivity. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Good morning.
Absolutely. I mean, I was wondering, worried that the camera is a little bit too low. Guys.
Take a picture.
Happy Tuesday. No, take no pictures. Happy Tuesday. The sun is up, and of course, the coffee is hot. Now, today is another chance to shine even brighter than yesterday.
Yeah, so here is a little thought for your Tuesday, all right? Challenges aren't here to stop you.
No.
They're here to just show you how strong you really are.
Absolutely.
So every step counts, all right? Just keep moving forward. Nothing should stop you this year.
Of course, and also remember now, Nigeria's progress isn't definitely always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, it's consistent, right? So today, make sure you take that small action that moves you closer to your dream.
Yes, and for those of you that are still dreaming, wake up, it's Wake Up Nigeria. Now we've got so much inspiration coming,
Yes,
all right?
yes.
This is Wake Up Nigeria, so stick around because we're about to dive into stories, thoughts, tips to just make your Tuesday special.
Absolutely, and my name is Winfrey Agbelishe.
And my name is Edgar Ariaka.
We have so much happening right here today, and make sure that you have a very, very exciting morning. I know the chef is ready. She's prepped and she's literally good to go. I mean, I saw her in her prep position.
Yes.
Just standing by. It's like, why are you guys wasting our time?
She's ready. She's ready to cook. I'm sure she's just excited over there. Look at her. Look at that beautiful young lady there.
It was a smile for me. Okay, you can also catch us live on YouTube at TVC Entertainment.
Yes, or you can actually stream by downloading the TVC app on Google Play Store and Apple Store as well, so you're never out of the loop.
Never. And this morning, we definitely want to hear from you. Let us know your thoughts. Share them with us.
Yes, use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC to share your thoughts about how beautiful Winfrey is looking right now. Tell them. Tell them, Winfrey.
Tell them how beautiful I'm looking.
Yes, tell them.
You're the one that's beholding the beauty, darling.
9 over 10.
Oh.
9 over 10. 9
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
You want 10?
You are who?
All right.
We have Chef Chuggy, and she's here. She's going to be serving us something truly sumptuous. You definitely don't want to miss that one. We're not telling you what it is yet because we need you to be in that kitchen with us. So do not touch that down, all right?
All right, and for a musical performance, we have Majimo, a gospel rapper from Ogun State. He began his journey in 2019, blending vibrant Afro gospel and Christian hip hop to inspire deeper faith in God. We cannot wait for Majimo to give us some interesting gospel music rap. Okay, I can't wait for that as well.
Absolutely. And on parenting, we have Lydia Emeka Chiwendu. Okay, now that's actually a very, very interesting data conversation. And we do have Ochuko Prudence Daniels on parenting, who is a Montessori education visionary and founder of Mama Hill Montessori School, Lagos, who believes education is a tool for liberation and, of course, nation building. Now, she's sharing insights on parenting, focusing on how parents can help children overcome school resumption anxiety by identifying hidden stress and responding early with support. Now, I know this is something I experienced, like going back to school wasn't sure when I was growing up. So yeah, definitely, we need to have this conversation.
I think I had I can do this on my wall. So I had to say like 7 times, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this.
But
I cannot do it. Mommy, I don't want to go.
Absolutely.
All right, and just after that, we have Lydia Emeka Chiwendu. He is a Nigerian data and business strategist, founder of Fire Data, and an emerging voice in Africa entrepreneurship, helping businesses scale sustainably through data, strategy, and governance.
Yes.
Now, she is currently spotlighting Nigeria's new tax and cash regulations, explaining their impact on SMEs and shifting the narrative from fear to strategic adoption. We cannot wait for this young lady.
Yes, tax is important.
It is.
We're paying tax in 2026, so we need to have all the information. We need to. Edgar, I like what you're wearing.
You do?
Yeah.
All right.
I like what you're doing this year.
I'm trying. So
Yeah,
we had the Lollipop Awards last year, and I heard from someone that they were going to give me worst outfit, like terrible, in the show. So I said this year, never.
Never.
The Lollipop Awards will happen this year, and I will win best dress.
Honest.
Best dress meal.
Absolutely. And now there's so much happening right here on the show, so do not touch that dial. We'll take a weather break, and when we come back, Wake Up Nigeria continues.
We'll be right back. Okay, let's go.
Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Winfrey Agbeleshi, and it's time for the news updates. Now we start off with security reports where Nigeria is stepping up efforts to cut off the financial lifelines that keep terrorism alive across the region. In Abuja, senior military officers, security experts, and key government officials have gathered at the National Defense College for strategic course aimed at countering the financing of terrorism and strengthening regional security. Now, Abigail Zamani reports.
At a time when security threats are becoming more complex, the National Defense College is conveying top decision makers from the military, intelligence community, financial institutions, and government agencies. The focus is on the less visible but critical front in the fight against terrorism: how extremist groups fund their operations. The strategic level countering the financing of terrorism and regional security cause is designed to deepen understanding of how terror networks rise, move, and use funds, and how those channels can be disrupted. The 5-day program is aimed to strengthen collaborations among institutions responsible for tracking and cutting off these financial flows.
Terrorist groups embed both formal and informal communities and other criminal activities to sustain their operations. Thus, countering the financing of terrorism is not just a financial or legal obligation, but also a vital component of our broader national and regional security strategy. The Islamic State and Al-Qaeda affiliated group in the sub-region, including Boko Haram, ISWAP, and Jamaatul Nasrul al-Islam wal-Muslimin, have evolved into financially sophisticated cross-border networks.
Participants are expected to engage in high-level discussions on leadership, decision-making, and enforcement mechanisms, while aligning Nigeria's efforts with international best practices in counter-terrorism financing. Beyond policy and strategy, organizers say the course places strong emphasis on cooperation, not just in Nigeria, but across the wider region.
It's all about money. There's no way the terrorists, insurgents, even bandits can operate if he hasn't gotten the money. He needs money to buy a weapon. He needs money for logistics, petrol, water. He needs money to even spend. If it is kidnappers, they kidnap you, they need to feed you. Even if it is minimal, even if it is water they are going, it's logistics. Now, but when you come to Africa particularly, we know that terrorists, insurgents, They need a lot of logistics, and this logistics has not planned, and the kernel point, the compact core of this logistics is finance.
As terrorist groups continue to adapt, authorities insist that responses must also evolve, moving beyond battlefield to the financial networks that make violence possible. With this course, the National Defense College hopes to strengthen both national and regional capacity to confront terrorism at its roots. Abigail Zamani, TVC News, Abuja.
And on the foreign scene, United States President Donald Trump says Iran's leaders have contacted him for negotiation over his planned military action in the country. President Trump told reporters that a meeting is being set up, but the U.S. may act before the talks. Now, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi insists his country does not seek war, but is fully prepared for one if attacked. Now, President Trump has continuously voiced his idea of having the United States intervene in Iran following reports of protesters being killed by security forces there. Now, presently, Iran is in its fourth consecutive day of a total internet shutdown and communications blackout. The protest is in Iran, which began over soaring inflation, has switched to the call for an end to the rule of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei.
Iran called to negotiate. Yesterday, the leaders of Iran called, they want to negotiate. I think they're tired of being beat up by the United States. Iran wants to negotiate, yes. We may meet with them. I mean, a meeting is being set up, but we may have to act because of what's happening before the meeting. But a meeting is being set up. Iran called, they want to negotiate. There seem to be some people killed that aren't supposed to be killed. These are violent, if you call them leaders, I don't know if they're leaders or just they rule through violence. But we're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it.
Over to sports. Nigeria is bidding for a fourth Africa Cup of Nations title and will face host Morocco, who are searching for their first trophy since 1976 in the semi-finals of the 2025 edition at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat on Wednesday. Now, Nigeria has won all 5 of their matches at the tournament, while Morocco have recorded 4 victories and 1 draw. Now, the fixture marks the 6th African Cup of Nations meeting between the two nations, with all 5 previous AFCON encounters producing a winner. It is their first AFCON meeting in 22 years and the second time they face each other in an AFCON semi-finals. Elsewhere, Senegal take on Egypt at the Tangier Grand Stadium. Xabi Alonso has left his positions as Real Madrid's manager after just 8 months in charge, with his former Liverpool teammate Alvaro Arbeloa taking over. Now, the former Bayer Leverkusen manager has left the La Liga giants by mutual consent. Real were beaten by rivals Barcelona in the Spanish Super Cup on Sunday and trailed Barca by 4 points in La Liga. Alonso, who spent 5 years with Real as a player, won the Bundesliga with Leverkusen in 2024 and replaced Carlo Ancelotti at the Bernabeu last summer. Now, Arbeloa has been coaching the club's youth team since 2020. Manchester United is set to announce Michael Carrick as the club's interim manager within the next 48 hours after talks progress. Now, the former player was in the city today finalizing a deal which will see him take charge at the Old Trafford for the remainder of the season following the sacking of Ruben Amorim. It is though thoughts that talks are now focusing on Carrick's backroom staff. It is now unlikely an announcement will be made today, with some details still to be ironed out. Now, however, the hope is that Carrick and his team will be in place to oversee training on Wednesday when United's players return following a 2-day break. And that's all we'll be taking on this hour for News and Sports. There's so much more happening right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Do stay with us. We'll be right back.
This was just about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP. But me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake logs yakpa. And if you ask me, he's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVcentertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh. And that's on period.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always limited.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. All you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
And the winner is TVC.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
Are you
already have Destiny Alpha? I know that.
I go shoot for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Muhammad Ali was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky on January 17, 1942. His birth name was Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. He began training as an amateur boxer at age 12, and at 18 he won a gold medal in the light heavyweight division at the 1960 Summer Olympics and turned professional later that year. In his early years as a professional, Clay was more highly regarded for his charm and personality than for his ring.
Welcome to the kitchen this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. It is time for us to make breakfast. And guess who's making breakfast for us? It is Chef Chugi! Yay! And she's making something really interesting for us this morning. If you've always wondered what to do with those potatoes and you want to do something really fancy, you want to pay attention to today's breakfast, okay? So Chef Chugi, what are we having for breakfast?
So today we are having creamy potatoes and butter chicken.
Creamy potatoes and butter chicken. That's what we're having for breakfast. So let's talk about the ingredients. What are we making use of?
Okay, here we have potatoes, our star ingredients.
Okay, so Irish potatoes.
Irish potatoes.
Potatoes?
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
use
okay.
potatoes,
Okay.
yeah. Then we have our chicken breast. Okay. We have our ginger and garlic.
Okay.
We have our chili pepper, thyme. We have our cooking cream. We have our yogurt. We have curry, paprika, and masala. We have butter.
Butter or margarine?
Margarine butter.
Both work.
Yeah, both works. Okay. We have our oregano. Okay. We have onion powder, and we have salt. And then here we have our stew base.
Oh, there's a stew base.
Yeah.
What's in there? What did you
blend?
Okay,
we have tomatoes and onion and cashews. Cashew.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Onions. All right. Then cashew.
Yeah, it's part of the.
Oh, so that's what will give it like a nutty taste, kind of.
Yes, exactly.
Interesting. Why was I thought of doing this with maybe peanuts? Will it work?
I think so. You know, what with food is that you
I think.
I don't want to No. You can always play with your food. That's how most recipes we are actually derived. So you can try anything you want in any way. Most of them turn out good.
Nice. Okay. So run me through the process. How do we put this together?
Okay. First off, I'll cut up my chicken.
Okay.
Marinate it.
Okay.
With some of these ingredients here we have here. Okay. Then pan fry it.
Oh, are you using the pepper for it as well?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, this is not pepper. This is a tomato base.
This is tomato base.
Yeah,
yes,
it's for the butter chicken.
No pepper.
Because the butter chicken is like a sauce.
Wait, though. This is all the chili you're using. This one.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
As in no pepper anyway.
This is not Yoruba food.
Hey, we shots fired. This one enter. Hey, my chest. Hey, we this early morning. This early New Year. 13th of January 2026. It's not good though. Okay, no problem.
It's not Yoruba
food. They say it's not Yoruba food. We are not going to use it, swallow to eat it. So
you can always adjust
pinching pepper inside it. No wala. No wala. No.
If you're making for yourself, you can always adjust with any amount of pepper you want to use.
You've already said it all.
I'm sorry.
Yoruba food. No problem.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So now, after we've done that with the chicken, what do we do with the potatoes?
Then we boil our potatoes, we cut it up, boil it, and then pan fry it as well. Then make our sauce with this, and then the chicken.
And the chicken. Okay. So how are we making the sauce?
Because this is already pre-cooked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you blended it, and then
I sauteed the tomatoes and the cashew and some spices inside.
Okay.
Cloves.
What spices? Okay.
Cloves, onion, thyme. What else? Fenugreek.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I sauteed them and then blended it. So when I'm done pan frying this, then I put this into a pot, fry it up a little bit, then put in my chicken.
So fenugreek and tomatoes. So I love spices and herbs. I always experiment.
Yeah.
And so sometimes when I see somebody put a combination together, I'm like, will this work? Now, the thing with herbs is you rarely go wrong with herbs unless you abuse it. The moment you just put a pinch of this, a pinch of that, most times you can get away with it.
Yes.
But the moment you are putting a teaspoonful, tablespoonful, you're on your own. So what does the fenugreek do to that sauce?
It just helps with the flavor and the taste of it for this particular dish that I'm about to make right now because it's Indian. The butter chicken is an Indian.
The moment you see a lot of curry and masala.
Curry, yeah, you know, it's Indians, they play with a lot of spices.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why.
Okay, so let's get started already.
All right.
Well, you're going to start with the chicken.
With the chicken, yeah.
So I'm very curious. So go ahead.
Okay.
Your name, Chugi, how did you come about it?
My name is actually Chugo.
Chugo.
Yes, I'm Igbo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the full version of Chugo?
Chugo.
It's just Chugo. What does it mean?
I always ask my mom what it means, but she will tell me to say that if someone asks me, I should tell them it means God has made me beautiful because Ugo in Igbo means pride and beauty. So I should tell them God has made me beautiful.
Oh, Chugo.
Yeah.
So Chugo. Oh, okay. Okay, all right. So that's how you came about Chugi.
That's how
everybody calls you Chugi.
Everyone does actually. That's actually taking over my name.
Oh, that's interesting. That's actually an interesting twist to it. Now, besides chicken breast, are there options to this dish? Like beef? Like
no.
Okay, so it's limited.
That's why it's called butter chicken.
No, you can say buttered prawns. You can say buttered beef.
Okay.
Buttered beef. I don't think I've ever had buttered beef.
But
I think about
I think why We use chicken breast to be precise. Because of
flavors.
No, not just the flavors, because it's soft.
Oh, it's malleable.
It's malleable, yeah. But if you use beef, you have to chew and chew for you to get that buttery texture. You need,
but it's so easy to capture it with chicken breast.
Yeah.
So if you've been wondering why chicken breast seems to be a fave when it comes to chefs and their choices, there you go. It's a lot easier to manipulate in the kitchen. And it's also great when you're trying to build flavors. So chicken breast has a way of really soaking up those spices, soaking up those herbs, and giving you this aha in your mouth. And that's one of the things I love them for. You're trying to get this savory taste, the peppery taste, which is not Yoruba food, thank you very much. And then at the same time, you get this buttery, smooth taste. I'm looking forward to seeing what this dish turns out to be. Okay. I'm really looking forward to it. So those are like chunks?
Yeah,
okay.
Chicken chunks.
Okay. That's great. Okay, so let's see. What are you marinating with? You're making use of ginger and garlic, are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay. As well as the curry and
the paprika.
Okay.
The ginger and garlic, the salt, and the yogurt.
And the yogurt.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's some marinating. How long is it going to be?
You can leave it for as long as you want, but because we are making this instant, so let's just say
15 minutes?
5 minutes.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, 5. So I guess that's why you're making it a bit small so that it can really soak up the flavors.
Yes.
So that's something else that you should keep in mind when you're using spices and stuff and you don't have so much time. The lesser the size, the more your ingredients are soaked into every bite, okay? So keep that in mind when you're making your dishes. Okay, so our chicken is all cut up. It's time for us to put the spices in.
Okay.
All right. Oh, this looks really good. And that's the thing with cutting up food. It makes the food look plentier than it is. With those stripes that we had before, it's just 1, 2, 3, have 3 bites, you're done. But like this now, you're able to even maximize what you have.
Of course. It's called size reduction.
Size reduction, yeah. So that's the ginger and garlic going in.
Yes,
and
this
now
is the
thyme. Okay, this is not a rosemary dish.
No.
It's not, okay.
This is the oregano.
Okay. So I went and blended oregano and rosemary.
Okay.
And now I have to smell it to tell which are parts.
You blended it together or
no,
okay, separately?
But because I blended it and forgot to label. And you know, rosemary has this kind of like minty.
Yes.
And then oregano also has it, but rosemary's minty fragrance is stronger. So that's what I usually used to do.
Yeah.
And you would think that by now that I've labeled it.
You still haven't.
Over a year now. Over a year now. And that's another thing I love about herbs. They can really hold their own for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're the type who is afraid to buy in bulk, you could consider buying your herbs in bulk actually, and your spices as well. All right, so we'll try as much as possible to get on with this dish, especially as we try to get the potatoes ready. The marinade is coming together. In a bit, you'll see. So that's the
yogurt.
The yogurt, okay. So then the cooking cream goes in, right?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I'm using cooking cream for the potatoes.
Okay, so this is sugar.
Oh, salt.
Salt, okay. So a bit of salt, okay. Okay. So the yogurt, the salt. Don't worry. You'll see what this dish would look like at the end of the show today, okay? Right now, however, we have to take a break, okay? You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Kolishashla Mandela was born into the Madiba clan on 18th July 1918. He got involved in politics in 1942 as he helped to form ANC Youth League. He was married to Evelyn Mays and they had 4 children. Mandela was arrested in a countrywide police swoop on 5th December 1956, which led to the 1956 treason trial. Before the end of the treason trial, he wrote to Prime Minister for vote to include a national convention on a non-racial constitution, and failure to adhere would result to a national strike. In August, he was arrested and charged for leaving the country without a permit and inciting workers to strike. He was convicted and sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. On 9th of October 1963, he was on trial with 10 others for sabotage in what became known as the Revolver trial. On the 11th of June 1964, Mandela and 7 other accused were convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment. He was later released from its gates on Sunday, 11th of February 1990, 9 days after the unbanning of the ANC and the PAC. Nelson Mandela never wavered in his devotion to democracy, equality, and learning as he immersed himself in official talks to end white minority rule. In 1991, he was elected ANC president to replace his ailing friend, Oliver Tambo. In 1993, he and President F.W. de Klerk jointly won the Nobel Peace Prize, and on 27 April 1994, he voted for the first time in his life. On 10th May, he was inaugurated as South Africa's first democratically elected president. He, however, stepped down in 1999 after 1 term as president. Despite terrible provocation, he never answered racism with racism. His life is an inspiration to all who were oppressed and deprived, and to all who were opposed to oppression and deprivation. He died at his home in Johannesburg on 5th December 2013.
You're still watching your favorite breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, and right about now it's time for us to have a very interesting and, should I say, advantageous conversation. And I have with me Lydia Emeka Chiwendo. Now, she is a Nigerian data and business strategist. She's the founder of Fire Data and an emerging voice in African entrepreneurship, helping businesses scale sustainably through data strategy and governance. Now, today, we're going to be having a conversation about tax. We know we'll be hearing a lot about the new tax laws. Businesses are worried. Now she's here to shed more light on that. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Hi,
how are you doing
very
today?
Much. I'm awesome.
You look nice. I like the way you're blending the colors.
Thank you.
Everything is working.
You look good as well. I love the red and white thing. With your nails, I mean, it's matching. And your heels.
Thank you. Okay, so now tell me a little bit about Fire Data before you go
okay, so basically, where's the camera?
Just look at me.
So basically, Fire Data is a data and business analysis company. We help companies grow, scale, optimize their processes using data. I mean, data is very important. Most businesses do not understand the importance of data.
Yes.
Yeah, and this data is basically what will literally help you, even in this tax law.
Yes.
It will help you backtrack, know what you spend on, what you earn, and exactly how to properly file your taxes.
Okay.
We research, you know.
All right,
yes.
amazing, amazing. So now let's talk about, I mean, what we're here to talk about today, which is tax now.
Yeah.
Right, of course, with 2025 came a new, I mean, let's say publicity about the new tax law and how that's going to affect Nigerians. And we know that majorly we have a lot of Nigerians who are actually doing and running their own personal businesses.
Yeah.
But most of them, because, okay, it's tax, you just hear tax, you think of, we want to carry my money, right? So there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of worry, there's a lot of, okay, fine. So people are even thinking, how can I evade this?
Yeah.
Now, but let's shed more light on it. So now, based on your interpretation of the tax law, now, how can these actually help businesses?
Okay, so the thing here is, this tax law, majority of this law have already been in place.
Yes.
They just brought what is in place to your front view, like this is what you guys have been paying for without knowing. And the previous law actually did not really tell people this is what you're paying for, this is exactly what you're supposed to do. This new law actually benefits us more than the previous law. I mean, for businesses, businesses do not know that when you want to pay a tax, it is income-based tax, is not revenue. So most businesses are operating from, they're going to take tax all the money I make in a year, which it's not. That's not how it works. So right now, this new law says that you can, like, say for an example, and for personal income tax, you're supposed to pay if you're earning less than 800K in a year, you would not pay tax. But if you're earning above 800K and above, you pay minimum of 15% of your income. But what they do not know is, for an example, you earn 3 million naira in a year. You're not taxed on your entire 3 million naira. They will first remove your 800,000 naira. Then you're left with 2.2. So for that 2.2 million, you have to first remove your housing, remove everything it costs you to make that 2.2 million naira.
Your expenditure,
yes.
basically.
So your tax, unless at the end of the day, you are not left with still 800K. You're not taxed.
So you will be taxed on that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's really important for you to get all the facts right and basically operate from that particular point of view, because it helps your business, it also helps your structure, and you know the normal means still going on around social media, like they're going to take my money from my bank, from this, from that, but businesses do not keep track of their data. And this new tax law actually helps them to track their data and make it investor wise, because if you also notice, they also introduced a new cash law. You can't withdraw in cash a certain amount of money. Once you do that, they tax it. Like they take a certain percentage. So when you're transferring, that is why I think that was where they got the whole misconception from adding descriptions to their...
So that's actually going to lead me to my next question, because I'm like, so a lot of people are thinking, yes, of course, that, Nigerians, no matter what, we want to save our money.
Yes.
We don't want to hear that, tax, because first of all, people are of the opinion, but first of all, let's even clarify that. People are of the opinion that, you know what, I don't think the government is doing anything for me. So, I mean, if they're going to tax me, what am I going to get in return? So can we actually talk a little bit about that? So people believe that, okay, you know what, to tax me, there are certain things you should show me that, okay, fine, you are doing. That is, but what are you using my tax for? So let's talk a little bit more about that. When it comes to businesses, I mean, you're a business owner. What would you say are those things that I highlighted that the government is doing that people are probably just taking for granted?
Most of the things that the government is doing currently at the moment right now is basically, I feel like previously we might not have been seeing, and that's the thing Nigerian government have to do. So additional to the fact that they introduced a new tax law, they also introduced a new law whereby the government have to show proof of what they've done. And I know previously they don't show us. I'm being very real. We don't really see it. I mean, if I thought you want to tax me, let me see what you're doing. I mean, other countries, I mean, even if they're taxing them, we are one of the least countries they're taxing that amount. Other countries they're taxing them more, but at least you're seeing it. But right now we have not seen it yet, and I feel like we should also give the government time.
So at least seems like they're putting a structure in place first.
Exactly.
So that everything can flow from there.
Yes.
Okay.
Which will take time, but we actually also need to give them time, because it won't take time for them to implement the law and for everybody to abide by it. So I think we should also give them time to also see what they can do. Then if they don't do anything, then obviously, yes, we now look, why are you taking 50% of my tax? Like, you've made it mandatory and you're not doing anything with that money. Come on now, you have to show me something. So this new tax law, as they released it, they also released a law whereby the government has to also show that this is what they're doing. So if they're going to implement that, they have to implement
the other as well. Okay, so we're seeing things from both ends of things, not only on one side. Okay, let's talk a little bit. So I know you mentioned a little bit about the whole the new tax law literally helps you attract foreign investors as a business owner. Let's dive a little bit deeper into that. Can you just run us through, how that actually works?
Okay, so there's a large gap in Nigeria currently regarding data, and that's because most people do not keep track of their data. And this new tax law with the whole description of this is why I spend, this is why I do, because at the end of the day, if you don't write that description, the tax comes for you. Like, say someone just sent you 800K, or you paid 800K to someone's business, and you did not write a description, it's going to be very hard at the end of the year for you to you might even forget exactly what you spent that 800K on, which is why the description is very important.
Yes.
So you need to put a description. Okay, so I spend this on fuel, so you can't tax me on me spending 800K on fuel for my business. So when you're able to start tracking all your expenses and keeping a track of all you did, so it helps you to know that this is where I spend
where your
my
money is going.
So at the end of the day, that tax actually helps us it forcefully helps us keep track of our data. This in so doing, when you're able to track your data, track how much is going out, and you can prove, because there's a business I ran, and I really did not have a track of that particular data. So when I was about to sell, it made it very hard for me to tell investors that this is how my company has grown. This is exactly how much we get in and how much we send out, because I wasn't able to keep a track of that particular data. Well, if this tax law was implemented then, I can go to my bank record and say, okay, fine, my personal income and my business account is separate. This is incorporated business. This is a personal business. This is how much I spent in this particular business in this year, in this particular food store. This is how much came in. I can show an investor this is my track record. And properly, investors want to invest in something they can track. They can see because you can't grow what you don't track. And that's literally what you use your data to do. And that is where we as Nigerians are lacking in data. And data is very important in this day and age because everything is going digital. And for you to present your paperwork, it has to be digital. It has to be digital. Paper can burn. Do you understand? This is literally where it helps us be investor attractive, because when an investor come in and they are telling you I want to buy your business, but you can't prove that you even run a business. Yes, thank you. Daily expenditures. Day out. So this thing will even force Nigerians to separate their business accounts from their personal accounts. Then from your business account, you can show me this is exactly what you spent. This is exactly how work came in, and literally you're fly. It will also help the economy grow better. Because you can't track what you don't grow. But what you can track, you can grow tremendously.
Very true. Okay, thank you so much. I think what I love about you're not a tax person, right?
I'm not a tax person.
And this is my point, right? You just literally got a hold of a law and you settled down and went through it and understood it, right? Because you run a business and you need to be informed.
Yes, and it's what we help our clients do to keep a track of their data. Yes. Right now, the businesses that will literally grow this 2026, that will stay invested ready, people that keep track of their data, not just in and out. I mean, it's good. But you need to show how you've grown and what's going out.
All right, amazing. Thank you so much. And of course, if you're here, you're thinking, this business is stressing me out. I want to literally understand this tax thing so that I will not be cheated. Lydia is here for you. Hit her up and let her help you track your data. Right? Thank you so much, Lydia, for being here. I love the fact that you're a young lady, you're doing what you're doing, and you're doing it really, really well. So well done. Kudos. All right, and that's all we're taking on this interview, but there's still so much more happening right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Imagine a country with over 320 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person waiting for street. That's why we introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban Fiji radio station where they unite us all. from the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere. So, Bobo.
You dey chop for this
This is not Cruise Express.
and this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you what they sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it locked.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make younger?
Come to a holla. Now here we dey settle all the matter. Bro,
We right here. Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Argentina, champions of the world.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jibril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
You like say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Keeping hope alive.
We are the drumbeats that refuse to be silent, even when the rhythm falters.
We are the green.
This is not just the round table. This is the black table.
This is the Black Table, where real men speak the truth about the world we live in, the games we play, the power we chase, and the women who shake it off. Unfiltered.
There's this entitlement to choice.
Unapologetic.
There's something in sociology that said even crime has an advantage in the society.
Unafraid.
In my practice, I found that sometimes the woman is saying honey, but you are hearing monkey.
Sports, politics, culture, women, and what it means to be a man in today's world. No scripts, no safe zones, just grown conversations. So pull up a chair if you're built for it. This is the Black Table.
It is time for What's Up and About. See, we have a lot on the table today, a lot to unpack actually. And this morning, we will begin from the Chimamanda incident, Chimamanda Adichie's incident. Very sad. She lost her son over the weekend due to alleged medical negligence. And it actually reminds me of something similar that happened recently. You know, where you expect that people will be up and doing. Because someone really close to me died due to medical negligence. Post-op care was zero. It was really poor. So there's a lot to unpack when it comes to this, really. There's a lot to unpack. I just wonder, has that ever happened to any of you guys, like, had to deal with stuff like that?
Has it ever happened to you?
What?
You know, do you have a story to share from this?
Not at all.
For me, not really. I know that when my auntie had certain illness at the time, there were issues, complications here and there. And we kept hearing a lot of, oh, sorry, we made the mistake, this was meant to happen, this didn't happen. And especially from, I don't want to mention the name of the hospital, but especially from a hospital where you know you've spent quite a lot of money and you expect the best from, you know. So yeah, that's something I know that I can relate with when you begin to hear stories that you shouldn't even be hearing, especially when you believe that this is the best care you can actually get or afford.
It's really sad. It's really sad.
Was the hospital in Nigeria? Was it a Nigerian hospital?
Yeah,
it was a Nigerian
hospital.
Yeah, so because I know I saw a report that I think, the police was getting into the case and there's an investigation going on and things like that. And I think when I saw that, I mean, while it's a step in the right direction, I guess, I think what comes to mind is the same Anthony Joshua situation and how the driver was arrested and probed and everything. I'm like, see, these things happen every single day, right, to different people. Fine, I'm not saying, I mean, Chimamanda she's a national treasure, right? But at the same time, it's not when things like that happen to people that in public eye, authorities see the need to actually come forward and come out and actually talk about it. So I feel like, hospitals should literally, because it's a care situation set up, right? And hospitals should definitely put in the work, or rather, the authorities put in the work in probably checking the hospitals a little bit more. And then speaking of the fact, the reason I asked whether the situation was a Nigerian situation was because, not so long ago, I think sometime last week, there was also a post of someone that lost someone. Same thing, his wife put to bed. 5 months later, this was actually my sister's classmate in school, Babcock, and his wife put to bed, and 5 months later, the wife probably went, I think she probably got some infection and all of that. But then again, they were in the UK, right? And during the, post-op, all of that, she was complaining of headaches and all that, but normally they said over there, they probably give you Panadol or tell you to rest or drink water and things like that, and then eventually she probably went to a coma. Wow. Before they started taking things really seriously, before they did a brain scan and they realized she had liquid in her brain and things like that, then they went in for an operation, but of course it was too late.
Medical negligence is actually a global thing.
It's a global thing. It's something that happens around the world.
In Nigeria,
so
you even gain
really
access
sad.
to doctors faster than in many countries around the world. It's really sad. And another thing that I find really interesting is something that we saw earlier. So this man posted about how, as a man, you should not come to your woman with all your, don't open up to your woman. So
you can read the tweet.
He says you should at least
while you're trying to get to, I just also wanted to mention that I read recently that Chimamanda had served the hospital some legal notice.
Legal notice, of course.
Yeah, some legal notice. So it is very important that
so
she has
obviously,
done that.
so
and it's good because I understand that she's a public figure and she's big, but it's also an important step to take so that hospitals begin to sit up.
Yes, of course. Someone needs to be held accountable.
Yes,
you literally just, things like that can just happen and it just passes by. Exactly. They'll actually never look down to the course of it.
All right.
So yeah.
Yeah. So read it. Because the reason I want you to read it
is because so you are still trying to understand.
No, I want people to defend properly.
Okay.
I want people to defend him properly with his exact words.
You want to defend him?
Yes, I will defend him.
As a man, no matter the challenge you are facing.
All right.
Only reveal half of the problem to your partner.
Okay, how?
The other half is the solution you have on the way. Okay. Women are not forgiving when a man is 0-0. Always be seen as a man standing tall even when you are down. Thank you later.
All right.
So that's what he said.
Chef seems to have a smile on her face.
I saw that too.
I literally saw the twinkle in her eyes. Like, okay, so what do you think about this particular situation?
Well, it goes both ways, It's good to actually tell your partner whatever it is. Like, you shouldn't have any kind of secrets at all. But in another way, I think men are trying to shield us from that worry and that trouble, for us not to think too much, and because they themselves think they get the solution to that particular problem. So they will give you half of it.
So which is it? You see that you're signing on the face. Which one should they tell you or should they not tell you?
Both of them.
I want you to read
the both of them.
Because
there are some issues that I don't really want to know. Just do it.
Just sort it out.
Yeah, I will not. Because if you tell me, it will seriously weigh me down.
All right.
And I may not have a solution to that, actually.
Yeah. I want you guys to hear the response. All right. There was a lady who responded to that.
She said, "This is so wrong. Strength is important, yes, but so is trust. A partner isn't just there to see you standing tall. She's also there to stand with you when you're figuring things out." And he responded, "Okay, I hear you."
All right.
Edgar, what's your take on
this? To be honest, I think they are both speaking from different places or different sources of fear. And it's quite understandable, because let's be honest, in the society we live in today, when men begin to be when the men are very honest about the situation and how they feel, they are often seen as weak.
Now, I'm asking you this question. When you're married or Let me ask you, when you're married or with someone, are you living in society or are you living with your partner? Which one is it?
I mean, it's the same thing, all right? Because the
no,
woman,
it's not,
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's the same thing.
Is it social media? Is that
because the society builds the person. The society decides, or we build our thinking based on certain things in the society. That's what we read on social media. That's what we learn from. We learn online. We learn from schools and all. These things build up our minds.
And in school, they told you not to share.
No, I'm saying that you can share with your partner. What you're saying is, what he's saying here is, he's not going to share everything. The reason is because when you begin to share even your weakness, people don't see your weakness as, oh, he's being vulnerable.
Who is people now?
Your partner will not see your weakness. I'm telling you, I'm speaking to people that are watching the show.
Honestly, I'm waiting for your own.
Mary, please go ahead. Because I'm vulnerable.
I'm just saying, you know that each marriage have their own dynamics.
God bless you, dear.
So women and for being political.
Yeah, but it depends on how the
emotion again.
This is just
political.
See, we're trying to address. We're using the data right now. We're just trying to address in totality here. What I feel is the reason why he's saying that. He's not saying that we should not share to with your partner. Don't say stuff. He's just saying most times people get to see men as weak when they say, oh, they're struggling, they can't find things, they can't solve problems. So instead of saying, being that vulnerable, just hold it together and be be that man that you're meant to be in the relationship, because it helps.
Wow. Okay,
yes, I know that we say men shouldn't cry, men should not be weak.
Who says that in 2026?
No, I'm just saying, like,
it's like you're still at Garios.
Oh, wow.
Abraham, Moses, you have not left
I know that Mary is going to bash. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I really want to get in.
Start the bashing.
I'm very
because I don't think there's anything wrong.
Yeah,
Two people are just speaking from two different outlets.
Okay, now this is what I'm going to say, right? First of all, I believe the issues that we have in this life, one of the major issues that we have now, is the fact that everyone has an opinion and everybody thinks their opinion is law, right? I'm not on that school of thoughts. I believe that, at the end of the day, deal with your situation as your situation. Bam. Know the person you're with and know what works for them. In my own opinion, the Bible says that 2 heads are better than one. You see? No, wait.
In front of your partner. That is what he's saying.
Mary said, let me tell you something.
Collapse.
Let me see.
Go ahead.
This is what I believe. I feel the pressure on men to be men has literally created like 70% of the issues that we're having in today's world.
What do you mean by that? What are the issues?
Because I will say this, right? If you're forming a union, the way I understand union, or the way I understand marriage and things like that, and being together with someone, vulnerability is a key factor. It helps you build trust, and it literally helps you bond better. And why am I literally in your... Because at the point, whether you like it or not, a lot of men see their wives as maybe not necessarily as a burden, but they believe that whenever they're in that space, they're just here to be solving problems. Like, for instance, I remember last year, we had this issue of the man complaining that, yes, in a conversation now, that his wife is really take care of her when this thing... But you were on the other side of the divide saying, okay, fine, no, he should explore it. So what are you saying now?
What I'm saying is, only tell your partner what she can handle. Your partner cannot handle everything. That's why I say,
like, you see
this. Only say to your partner. When you know your partner, you know things that you can tell your partner that she can handle. Your partner cannot handle everything. There's some certain things that you will say to your partner right now that will break your partner.
This is coming from a place of insecurity. If as a man, you know quite well that you married somebody you can be vulnerable with. Like, why would you marry someone that you can't be vulnerable with? But let's even assume that you married somebody you can't be vulnerable with. Does it mean that when you are, you don't have anything, you're broke, you can't even share it with your wife?
So what if she can't have a solution?
Let me ask you a question.
What if she has a solution to your problem?
She might have a solution.
Okay, wait.
But because you did not share it.
He's not saying share your problem. He's saying share the one that she can handle. Wait, do you think that your husband, you're married, all right? Do you think that your husband shares all his problems with you?
See, I hope he does.
Yes or no? Do you think he shares all your problems? Do you think your husband shares all his problems with you? Yes or no?
I am not in the back, so I cannot say yes.
Women,
I cannot say no.
Women, ladies and gentlemen, women.
I will pray for him.
Pray.
Do you know
okay, you think your husband cannot pray? So your husband cannot pray?
No, you can't compare a man's prayer to a man's prayer. I said it here
and here.
I said it here and here.
All right, no problem. No problem then. If you think your husband shares all his problems with you, all his problems with you, no problem. That's fine. But I can guarantee, I can tell you that he doesn't.
It's disadvantage if he doesn't. Anyways, we have to go.
Yeah, we have
to go. It's the top of the
now.
hour and we have to go. Edgar, I will meet you I'll meet you at the other place. And thank you so much. I mean, let us know what you think about these conversations. Do everybody share? Should everybody share their vulnerabilities? Or should they keep it aside? Hit us up on our social media. We have to take a quick break right now. And when we come back, so much more happening right here on Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be right back.
Refuses to fade.
And the white that dares to shine.
Hope is not a stranger here.
It lives in our markets,
our music, and our streets.
Every dawn in Nigeria is proof that tomorrow is still worth fighting for.
Hope is a child in the classroom, eyes wide, with dreams bigger than walls.
Hope is the farmer planting seeds in faith, believing in rain and harvest.
Hope is the youth unafraid to rise,
rewriting the story of our tomorrow.
Hope is us, millions of voices refusing to give up on the promise of this land.
Nigeria, our independence is not just history.
It is a call to keep believing,
to keep building, to keep hoping. Now hope
they carry us.
Even when wahala they choke, we stand gidigba. Hope they waka with us for downfall.
It they gist with us for buka.
No matter the gbege, our spirit no fit scatter. Hope now that pikin where they read ABCD and still get ogbonge dream for hearts.
Hope now the mama where they fry akara, we see the reason say
tomorrow go soft for her. Naija, your freedom na promise. Say hope go always come, no matter wetin happen.
Think fast.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
You like say, I dare fool.
Hey, you already have Destiny Alpha.
I know that.
I go shoot can for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
All right, good morning again, Nigeria. Welcome back to Wake Up Nigeria.
If you thought your morning couldn't get any better, make sure you stick around, right? Because this hour is about to be all about inspiration, motivation, and making sure that we lighten up your day.
Preach, preach, Pastor Winfrey, preach. All right, now here is your mid-hour boost. All right, take a deep breath, just take it in, and exhale slowly. Feel that? Did you feel that? All right, now,
I did. Totally.
That's a moment of peace you just created for yourself. Now, let's carry it forward.
Yes.
All right, let's carry it forward.
Yes, of course. Now that's right. And with that calm, you can tackle your tasks, your goals, and your challenges, and make sure you focus and have the energy you need to surmount today's challenges. Now, today definitely shapes the rest of the week.
Yeah, the week.
The month. And the year.
No, not today. Don't use guys. Do not use today to shape the rest of the year. If you're having a bad day, just know that it's just today.
It's just today.
You will have a great day tomorrow.
No, it can literally still shape it. If you think that today's bad day is not going to come again tomorrow. Yes.
Mindset.
That's another angle. That's an angle. That's an angle.
All right. My name is Edgar Ireka.
And I am Winfrey Agbelishe. Now remember, the conversation doesn't stop right here on the screen. Make sure you share your thoughts with us, especially about that interesting conversation. Let us know what you think. Share your stories with us, of course, and let us know. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Yeah, do not forget to catch us live on YouTube at TVC Entertainment or download the TVC app in Apple or Google Play Store. Now, you can always watch the show 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. every Monday to Friday, so make sure you do that, okay?
Yes, of course. All right, so we still have so much more coming right here on the show, and we'll be having a parenting conversation with Ochuko Prudence Daniels, who is a Montessori education visionary and the founder of Mama Hill Montessori School, Lagos. Now, she believes education is a tool for liberation and nation building. I agree with her. She's sharing insights on parenting, focusing on how parents can help children overcome school resumption anxiety by identifying hidden stress and responding early with support.
Yeah, I mean, hidden stress. I think all my stress so obvious. Like you can see it, you can see stress written all over me.
I believe in the contrary though.
All right. And we still have some musical performance there. Majimo is in the studio here with us, and he's going to be giving us some gospel rap very soon. We cannot wait for that one as well. Okay, Majimo. I'm feeling it. Feeling it.
Woo. And in case you forgot, we still have Chef Chiggy in the kitchen.
Yes,
She's making something really scrumptious. And yes, we're going to the kitchen right after now.
Yes,
right?
we are.
But first off, let's take a weather break. We'll be right back.
All right, let's go.
Yes, welcome again to the kitchen this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. We are still making breakfast. Chef Chugi's got us, and she's making something really interesting for breakfast. Chef Chugi, tell us what we've done so far. First, what are we having for breakfast again?
We're having creamy potatoes and butter chicken.
Creamy potatoes and buttered chicken. That's what we're having for breakfast.
Yeah.
So far, so good. We're trying to get the tomato sauce all done.
I'm trying to strain it right now because I need the smooth paste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this will ensure you only get the smooth paste out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this contains tomato blended with cashew and onions and some spices.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that's how we came about it. So you're just going to put it on low heat for a while?
Yeah, low heat.
Okay. So for how long do I have to keep doing this till all the tomatoes are all gone?
Yeah, until you get all the liquid you need, and then the chaff is remaining.
Oh, okay. So what do you do with the chaff?
Nothing. You can keep it for you can use it as a marinade. Yeah, for your other proteins, you know.
Oh, okay. But this is interesting. What's the purpose of getting the liquid alone? Before you yab me that, I mean.
No. I'm not doing that anymore.
I'm just really curious because I would think that you just put in the sauce since it's blended. What's the purpose of this?
Because the name of this dish is called butter chicken.
Okay.
So the paste or the sauce in it has to, like be very smooth.
Oh.
Yeah. Hence the name butter. Like everything has to be smooth and like cream.
Okay.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, so the chicken is still going in there.
Yeah.
So a lot will still happen here. These are the potatoes, all boiled, and this is the chicken ready. Yes, so, but not quite ready because we still have to put it in the tomato paste.
Yep.
Right now, however, you know what I saw about food going well with music? Yes, that's why we have Edgar on standby with Majemo for a music performance.
All right, it is time for some music. Now we have Majemo, his gospel rap artist from Ogun State, who began his music journey in 2019, now using vibrant Afro gospel and Christian hip-hop sounds to inspire young people, adults to grow. Now, we are super excited to have you here in the studio. How you doing?
Hi, good morning. I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
I can tell you're
Actually,
doing well. I love your style, your swag. You know, you're doing it for Christ.
Yeah.
Which is great. Now, tell me about gospel rap. All right, not like I haven't heard that before, but I'm just wondering, what really is gospel rap?
You know, gospel rap is basically just putting the word of God in rap. You understand?
Oh, nice.
You know, we have secular rappers.
Yes.
You know, secular rappers do anything. You know, they can put anything.
Yes, they can be vulgar. They can just say things.
So basically, we are putting the word of God
in rap. All right, so you believe there is a community of hip-hop lovers who enjoy rap music, and they should like gospel.
Definitely.
So how do you put your lyrics together? Do you go into the scriptures, or talk to me through how do you get your lyrics?
Basically, it's just God, though. It's just God.
God inspires you with rap.
Yes, God the help us. God is his inspiration.
All right.
So it's just God.
All right, let's talk about your EP. All right, what are we expecting this year? You know, 2026. It's a brand new year. We're expecting some interesting things. Tell me, what are we expecting this year?
Yeah, so this year, I'm working on an EP.
All right.
So I'll be dropping an EP very soon, on the 16th of this month.
Oh, nice.
So the EP is titled Ino.
Ino, that's like light.
Yeah,
in
light.
Yoruba.
Light, the EP.
All
So
right.
it will be dropping on the 16th of this month. And I have a lot of other things I'm going to do this year.
All right. So tell me about Ino, the EP. How many tracks do we have in that?
Okay, so Ino has 5 tracks on it.
Okay.
We have Aramunda. Should I?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me tell me
we have Aramunda, we have On My Way, we have Superpower, we have Ino itself, and we have Hallelujah. So that's 5.
Oh, wow. All right. Now, just before you perform, you know, I wanted you to just bust my brain one bar. Just drop one line. Just one rap bar.
I'm a God on it, so me I sit on my throne. I make them shiver when I speak with a tone. Ibrakabush, put fire for their bone. Anybody to babel, I'ma move on it, go.
Okay, wow. Wow, I love it. You're speaking in tongues inside the rap?
Yeah, I said Ibrakabush, put fire for their bone. Anybody to babel, I'ma move on it, go.
I love it.
So
all right, it's time for you to perform. I cannot wait for you to give us a little electrifying performance.
Thank you.
The Holy Spirit way. Let's go.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments, just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitment.
And possibilities are endless. Amadidoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Oh, wow. It is time for us to have a conversation this morning on Wake Up Nigeria, and it is with Dr. Abiola Salami. He is the founder of the Peak Performer and principal performance strategist at Champ, a leading firm providing executive coaching, workforce development, and advisory services to high-performing leaders. A Harvard alumnus and Forbes Coaching Council member, he combines over a decade of experience as a trainer, coach, and author to deliver impactful, engaging performance solutions while also enjoying piano and acting. It is a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Thank you, and Happy New Year to you.
Don't tempt me to make you act here.
Well, if you give me a script and you give me some good money.
But I have seen you play the piano,
Yes.
and he plays it so well.
Yeah.
So well. We had an encore. That was last year when I was at one of his trainings. It was really interesting.
Yes.
I felt so good that day. Thank you.
And I'll be playing the piano big time this Saturday at the Kickoff Summit.
Oh.
On a grand piano this time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Looks like something. Well, it's the new year.
Yes.
It's the new year, and people have goals. Earlier, just before we came on air, you were talking about, okay, what are the goals this year? Is it pounds and dollars, and all? And so I know the Peak Performance is basically set for that purpose. So what's the aim for this year's Peak Performance?
Great. So what we're putting together is a Kickoff Summit.
Okay.
And it's the 5th edition of it. Every January, we bring business leaders together to power their teams and as well as those leaders to achieve their corporate goals for the year. And 2026 is a year that we cannot ease into, just like that.
Why are you saying 2026 is not a year to ease into?
It's not a year to ease into because 2026 will not be forgiving to those who don't have clarity. 2026 will be a great year for those who have clarity, for those who have sustained momentum, for those who are able to build the discipline. It is not always about what you hope for, what you wish for, what you pray for. And it's not just about what you do, it's about what you do consistently. Some people prefer intensity over consistency, but when there's no clarity, even your best of efforts cannot give you the right results.
All this intensity, consistency, I'm wondering what is it that organizations and even individuals are getting wrong with all this tension that we have going on?
Great question you've asked. One big thing that organizations are getting wrong is we're all lying to each other. Yeah.
How so?
We're all lying to each other because you have people who want success without paying the price of sacrifice. You want people who want promotion without responsibility. You want organizations who want their sales team to deliver excellence, but they are not engaging them appropriately. And then you have leaders who are blaming the people they are leading without training the people they are leading. So if you've not trained me, if you've not equipped me, if you've not exposed me to improve my knowledge, to enhance my skills, to improve my attitude, why blame me? So those are the things that we continue to see. But the few organizations who pay attention to skilling and reskilling their people, the few organizations who reskill their team members, especially my generation, Gen Zs,
I mean, your generation is before mine.
I don't know what you're talking about. The organizations who pay the price to engage the young people, to help them to take ownership without necessarily just blaming them and casting aspersions on them as young people, who engage them to take responsibility and ownership, they get the right results at the end of the day. The organizations who engage their managers and supervisors to equip them for assertive communication and effective leadership, they get the right results at the end of the day. Some organizations don't. And when you don't engage your supervisors and managers, you find people who are micromanaging. You find people that are chasing their team members, imagine chasing adults to do what they are meant to do what they are paid for. Right? You have also very senior leaders, who are now who are unable to manage the emotional cost of leadership. And so you find a lot of toxicity, in the workplace, and all of that is disrupting. All of that is preventing them from achieving the right results, from increasing their revenue, from enhancing operational efficiency, from attracting and retaining top talent and top customers. So as organizations and leaders continue to lie, right, they will not get the right results.
Now, the toxicity has me thinking of what happens after, because sometimes there's always that outburst. And so it brings me to this year's theme, because you always have a theme every year. Unleash. What's the idea behind?
Great question. Unleash. By the way, there's also a theme song for that. Unleash. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not surprised.
Unleash. And Unleash is an acronym, actually. It's unlocking new levels of excellence and achieving spectacular heights. Unleash.
Wow.
Unlocking new levels of excellence and achieving spectacular heights. And what are we doing? What we're doing is we're unleashing ownership and responsibility. Unleashing ownership and responsibility for team members. I mentioned the Gen Zs, you know, so that they understand the task, they see the task, they own the task, you know, as well. Unleashing assertive leadership for supervisors and managers, so they are not micromanaging, you know, so that even at their level they are not breeding toxicity, so that even if they find themselves in an organization where their own leader is toxic, they don't multiply toxicity, you know, as well. And that's the kind of greatness we are unleashing. What we are hoping is to have a situation where organizations and individuals in 2026 will exceed their goals even before mid-year, so that they can set higher ones, so that everybody makes more money, everybody feels more healthy, everybody builds enhanced excellent relationship with one another.
Now, I'm wondering how this speaks differently to individuals, and that's versus organizations. I'm just very curious.
No. It's okay to have that curiosity. You know, for an individual, you wake up in the new year, and most likely you have what many people call resolutions. You know, that this year I will not do X again, I will not do Y again. Or this year I will go to the gym every day or twice a week. You know, and today's 13th. And this resolution was made between 2nd and 3rd, not necessarily 1st, because everybody was still eating jollof rice and greeting everyone on the 1st. So between 2nd and 3rd, you are thinking about it. You might not have written it down, but you are thinking about it. But today's 13th, you realize that many people, all the decisions they made, that all the things they promised themselves to do, they are not doing them again. Some people have registered. They actually went ahead to register at the gym, but it's just only registration. And the reason the gap always between what we hope to achieve, what we wish for, and what we eventually achieve is discipline. Right? And the truth is, nobody has discipline that naturally comes to them. It's important you submit yourself to a process, to a framework, which is what we give, you know, at the New Year Kickoff Summit. Submit yourself to a framework that will help you. So whether it's about your health, whether it's about your fitness, whether it's about your career, the same principles, you know, work along the line. I was talking about intensity and consistency the other time. It is something for you to go to the gym every day in January. It's another thing for you to go to the gym twice a week all through the year. The result is different. Intensity is doing it every day in January, and then after January you lose steam. Consistency is that you do it maybe twice a week across the year. And that's the gym example. It also works in career. It also works in personal development. You know, so that is it for the individual. On the corporate side, organizations come together in the new year. They have a goal that they want to achieve. No matter how beautiful, how wonderful that goal is, while you're in your room, your strategy room, the differentiating factor is the execution, the implementation, the staying power to execute, the ability to be flexible, to be adaptable with how things are changing. And you are responding, you are not reacting. And these are all the strategies and the frameworks, you know, that will be engaging people with at the New Year Kickoff Summit.
So there's an average viewer out there watching and saying, another summit. And so on behalf of that person, I'm asking, what differentiates this one? Why this one?
Fantastic. Because, and let me tell you this, for the past 5 years that we've been doing this, we have organizations that continue to come back. And why do they continue to come back? One thing they've said to us is that this is not like anything they've done before. In fact, there is an organization that enrolled 50 of their staff, right, to be a part of this. The organization continues, they continue to grow the numbers with us. And it is because ours is not a place where you come to refire and perspire and acquire and maguire, you know, it's all motivational speaking. You've attended our training programs before, you know what it is, you know the kind of excellence we bring. And you also know the authenticity and how it will be literally difficult for you to be in that kind of experience and not start to make changes. And it's not just that we're supplying you with content when you come in. We're also launching an app, actually, yes, on Saturday at the program. And the purpose of the app is to help with consistency. It will be intensity if we just load you with information on that day and then we say, go and say no more. No, it's that we engage with you and we consistently continue to provide content for you. Whether you are a team member, you're a manager, supervisor, or you're a C-level executive, or you're a woman in leadership, we have curated, structured content to help you improve your performance across the year.
So what you said is actually a very strong statement you've made, and it's making me wonder, what is the cost of not attending? Because you've given all the reasons, you know, one should attend and all. However, if I don't attend, what happens?
Well, the most likely thing is you'll repeat what you did last year. And you know, that's mediocrity. Mediocrity, in our own definition, is not necessarily failure. Mediocrity is you are repeating the excellence of last year. So if you think you recorded an excellent result last year and you're not attending this, you will be on that same level. Meanwhile, the world is moving. It's a new age, it's a new day, right? And then even if you did not achieve as much as you think you should last year, what you'll be missing is you'll play two, just be on the same place. So the cost of not being a part of this is lack of discipline, zero momentum, zero clarity, and then you leave another 12 months and then you say, okay, well, we'll go and we'll start again, whereas you're getting older and you're wasting time. You know, so the cost of not attending really, you don't even want to think about it. You just want to make sure that you jump into it. And if you're a leader, you attend with your team members, right? If you're a team member, get your leader to attend, because some of the headaches people are having will have the medication to solve it.
You mentioned the theme song earlier.
Yes.
Now that theme song, why is it so important?
It's important, by the way. I wrote the theme song, and I
composer
I composed.
Himself.
Yeah. One, it's important to me because it's the year of unleash for all of us. I've not touched music for a long time. I mean a long time.
Wow.
And I just thought that, okay, it's great to bring it back. And the song has been receiving a lot of reviews, great reviews. The lyrics, the melody. Some people don't believe that I wrote the song because they know me to be someone else, performance strategist, now music, you know. And
the performance strategist is not the performer.
Yeah, you know, and it's just to say that every one of us, we have gifts. I call gifts GIFT, God's investment for a task. We have gifts that it's important that we unleash, that we bring out. So one of the reasons it's important is serving on another level. Another reason it's important that each word in that song, the lyrics speaks to specific demographies that you find yourself in it. So it's to usher us into the year of Unleash.
So it's all part of the summit. You want to ensure that you attend so you can at least have a feeling of unleash. I don't know what you're unleashing this year, but you should unleash greatness.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you,
Dr. Abiola Salami.
Thank you.
At this point, we'll take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences could be a disagreement.
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
Or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVcentertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
real? No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me I love them oh, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable,
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. I'm Adedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
And it's about time for a final conversation of the day. And I have with me parenting expert Ochiko Prudence Daniels, who is a Montessori education visionary and founder of Mama Hill Montessori School, Lagos. Now, she believes education is the tool for liberation and nation building. She's sharing insights on parenting, focusing on how parents can help children overcome school resumption anxiety, identifying stress, and of course, responding early with support. Welcome back to Wake Up Nigeria and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
It's great to have you here with us.
Awesome to be here again.
Okay, so I think this is a conversation that is very key because I cast my mind back to when I used to go to school and I used to hate it. Whenever the long break was over and I had to go back to school, it used to be like, no. So now, let's talk firstly about why that's even an issue in the first place.
Okay, so anxiety, if you want to look at it critically, it's quite subtle. It's not something that, even in adults, you identify so easily. Even as an adult, you might not know when you have anxiety.
Yes, true.
So, which drives us to a place where, even for children, we need to be even more observant. We need to be more empathic. We need to be more sensitive. And so it doesn't show up in fear most times. It just shows for children, they can be cranky, they can be clinging, they can be crying for young children, for older children, sleep patterns, even diets. They kind of lose appetite, as a show of anxiety. So it's important for parents to be, Montessori says reform. I like quoting her because she went ahead of time in her philosophy. She says every adult needs a reform.
A reform.
Yeah, a reform in mind and character and behavior. And she says that every child is capable to develop their own personality if they are given the power to. And so last week we did mention that children lead us, and so we must follow them. They speak to us all the time. They lead us to their soul. And so spotting or identifying anxiety is something that we need to look out for in children, in their behavior. So we zero in, like the camera zooming in on something deeper. You need to look beyond the surface to be able to know that something is going on. Yes.
But that means that even as an adult, and as a parent yourself, you need to be at a certain level of peace and calm, right? To be able to identify that, you need to be observant.
I agree. We said a lot about adult being okay last week. Yeah, so for an adult, you need to be aware. First, aware of yourself, aware of your environment, aware of your child. And why I said empathy, in this part of the world, culturally, we're just waking up to emotional, all of this mental.
Yes, true.
So it's something that we need to expose ourselves into. Like parents need to start reading up on how do I become emotionally sensitive to my child? How do I identify that my child needs me more? How can I be helped? How do I validate their fears, their anxieties? So first and foremost, validate your child's anxiety. Let them know that it's okay to feel, anxious about going back to school. It's okay to have unrest about going back to school. Yeah, so when validation gives them a sense of assurance that they are not out from the blues, it's normal.
Yes, it's normal. Yes, yes.
And so it helps them to be stabilized.
Okay.
We also need to, as parents, gradually let the children ease in. Like one thing we do as a school, first week of school, we close early. Every first week of school, we close early. Just for young children, it helps them to stabilize routine. And so routine is also another aspect of this conversation. Routines bring consistency. So, and you need to get your children to have steady routine. So it gives them the assurance that this is going to happen. It's like planning.
Yes, it's like planning.
It's like planning. So when children have that, and then we have in Montessori, we talk about sensitive periods. For every developing child, there is a life clock that happens all over the world. So children all over the world have it. Like they walk at the same time, they crawl about the same time. So there's a natural clock in the child. That natural clock a parent needs to educate themselves to be sensitive to it.
Yes, and to spot it. So that if something is off, you can actually
identify. So for routines, and then the gradual ease into school routine. The sleep patterns too needs to change.
Very true. So now some people will argue, let's talk about sleep patterns now, because I was actually at a friend's over the weekend. She had her daughter's birthday, and I remember that day we were literally telling her, you need to sleep tomorrow at school because you're resuming tomorrow. I was like, no, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. And this conversation is actually very, very important, because I mean, there are a lot of parents dealing with that. So now some people will argue that, okay, fine, during the holidays, the sleeping patterns can change and then change back during the school period. But would you agree with that? Some people believe, you know what, I mean, sleeping time is sleeping time, whether holiday or not. Which would you say will be more effective?
As much as possible, there can be a little bit of adjustments because children need to sleep and parents need to work as well. There has to be a balance. In between, the children suffer. That brings me to Maria Montessori again. She speaks about how we want to shape our children, break them, form them. We believe that we play mini gods in the lives of our children. It's not supposed to be so, because children have the capacity to evolve. They can be, and so we need to let them be. And so for sleep is a natural thing. During the school hours, it can be very rigid. Go to bed at certain time. During the holiday, you can ease out a little bit, not so much.
Not so much. Yes, so it's not totally off balance.
Yes. And then when you want to come back, maybe a week before, a few days before, you start to reduce the timing. Yes, so that they come back to the pattern they are used to, and even have conversations about it. Yes, talk about it so they know that, oh, I'm having this leverage because there's holiday and I'm going back to my routine. So there's no hard and fast rule. The key really is understanding your child. Understanding your child, connecting with your child deeply to be able to know when something is off. And like I say, and I say again, children always speak to us.
Always speak to us. We just need to be sensitive enough to actually pick it. Now let's go back to, dealing with the anxiety of going back to school. I know you mentioned, fine, talking to them, they need to understand the pattern, they need to understand that, okay, fine, it's not different, like they are not weird for feeling anxious. So now what other skills can we, or rather, how else can we help them when we identify that anxiety and say, okay, fine, how can we help them get over it?
Yes, so some ways, some things we can do for young children who are just starting out. It will be helpful to visit the school a few times before you actually start. So that gives them a sense of comfort. Like
okay, like it's a familiar place.
Exactly.
It's not somewhere they just come into the first time and then they're just going on.
So it gives them, and then you can practice, like role play is a good way to go around it as well. Practice going back to school, the bye-byes, and have lots of conversations about it, because children, they love conversation. For older children, like from 6 years old to like 12 years old, storytelling, bringing, you know, make it fun. And then also bring out the beautiful part of school, like speak about the positives.
Yes, the positives.
Yes, when speaking about the positives, children get excited about what's fun at school and all of that. Visit to the teacher as well is a good thing. Like have a visit with the teacher. Speak with the teacher, let the child have like a chat.
Yeah, with the teacher and all of that. Yes. Okay, so because now some people will say, okay, should we look more closely to the schools and their systems and their methods and their structures, considering the fact that some children, I know some of my nephews and nieces, they will actually like to go to school. So when holiday is over, they're like, oh, they're excited about resuming school. And while, I mean, in other cases, it's not the case. So now, would you say that, I don't know, schools, maybe like if a consensus is carried out that you see where more children are not excited about resuming school, should they probably look at their structures and say a way they can adjust their curriculum or something?
Yes, right. Well, speaking to the school, I would say there is a very thin line between indulgence and anxiety, what we're talking about, and the reality when it comes to anxiety.
Yeah, because sometimes it just seems as if maybe the school might be a little bit too difficult or too stiff. So the kids are just scared outrightly because they know they're going back to that teacher, they're going back to that tedious work. Now, my nephews and nieces I'm talking about, now they play a lot in school. They give them assignments, they give them all that, but we know that they play.
Yes, so play is part of the child's work. So I feel that parents should actually look out for schools that are comfortable for their children. Yeah, because when in our space, for example, at Moma Hill, when children are saying, I don't want to come to school, it's a huge sign of unrest for us.
And discomfort, okay.
Yes, so we work with the family to try to figure out
why.
And why. And many times we find something.
What's the most common?
The child is graduating into more advanced work, and maybe the teacher is getting frustrated about pushing something out and they want to like do it because sometimes pressure also comes from the parents. Yeah, but children speak, and so we need to listen and we need to follow. So a lot of times when children say, I don't want to go to school, it might have something to do with the school system.
Yes. So we just need to observe and
yes, school system should ease out, and help children.
Thank you so much. It was an amazing time having a conversation with you. I wish we could go on, but time is short and we have to go. We have to take you to the kitchen right now because our chef has been hard at work putting together something really yummy. You'll love it. Absolutely. You can smell it now. You can smell it? Yeah. So let's go. Let's make our way to the kitchen, please. Okay. Ooh, yeah, let's go this way.
Welcome.
Welcome to
the kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen.
It looks yummy already. It
smells so good, right?
Yes.
Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy.
It looks really good, doesn't it?
It does. All right, so chef, tell us. Oh, Mary.
When you say chef, you have to be very specific. The chef you're talking about.
Chef E.
Yes.
Chef E.
I say
E
chef,
for effort forever. He's always making effort, but he has not done the dish.
E for Ella.
You are for what, Ella? No, I did not say that. Hey, welcome to the kitchen again. Chef Chugi made breakfast for us this morning. Now, what you have in front of you is
creamy potatoes and butter chicken.
Yes, so that's what we're having for breakfast. So please dig in and let's have your feedback on it.
Okay, thank you, Chef. It's an honor. Can I move my chair?
Yes, absolutely. Let's help you with that. Thank you.
When I heard that you're coming on the show, I told the chef, I said I wanted something special for you.
But you didn't ask me.
Yes, that's why it's special. It's special. It's a surprise.
Another surprise.
You will love it. I just made a comment. I said, no, let's make something good.
Okay, thank you again.
Again.
This looks so good.
It does.
Those are the potatoes, huh?
Yeah, potatoes.
Then the chicken on the other side.
You see?
Very fresh.
What did you put on it?
A little bit of cream.
Oh, so a little bit of cooking.
I'm going to avoid the cream.
Do you like it though? What's your feedback?
Oh, yes. I mean, no cream pressing, but I like the juicy bits. Like it's really, it just melts in.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Well done. Well done, chef.
Okay. So with that, we'll let Ochuko Prudence enjoy our breakfast while we also enjoy the performance by Majemu signing us out this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. Thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Stay. Stay. Stay.